Hey.
All right, we're here at the new barn. Very exciting. Was constructed in 2019, completed it.
Just a year old in May.
And Seth's going to give us a little overview of the differences between the old barn and the new barn, and how all the cows are so much happier and healthier.
Yes, we hope, right? So this barn has it has one odd aspect to it. It's way bigger. It's way more impervious area. Yet I'm going to argue that it's better for the stream. And the reason is the manure in this situation, 85-90% of the solids, right, so your nutrients, end up in a bed pack, as you see behind us. So we're taking bedding, just like you would have in a gerbil cage, a giant gerbil cage, for shavings, and we're tilling it twice a day, so it's composting. And now we've locked those nutrients and we could spread them where we need them and when we want, okay, as opposed to raw manure just being spread throughout the field. So that helps our stream, and we're way farther away from the stream. The other thing that's not completely done yet, if somebody were to look around this barn, and hard to see on video, there's pipes right alongside the barn that go down in the ground, and it takes the roof water away from the process of having to percolate through the ground. It injects the roof water right down and to the glacial stone deposits that are under this barn, which are only like 12 feet deep. So
So you're very lucky.
So we're lucky, and we can get that right into the groundwater. That's not happening yet. Parts of this are still under construction. We're trying to watch how the water behaves.
So you're going to basically eliminate any stormwater runoff that
Yeah,
the roof
we're
generates.
70-80% of it. It's going to go right into the ground. And with any new construction site, when you start working, you're like, oh, that's going to erode over there. We built that wrong, so we're in that phase still,
Right.
where we're trying to tweak it. But from an animal welfare perspective, this is off the charts. So these cows basically do what they want, and cows actually want to be milked. There's that whole idea that we're torturing them.
Right.
They'll come to you to be milked.
Right.
Obviously, there's pressure
They
building.
get uncomfortable.
They get uncomfortable. So in this scenario, they could be in this barn, in this bed pack, and we'll open the gates, and after they're done milking, and they can go out to the pasture where they have water. And if it's a real sunny day and there's not enough shade, they may say, hey, it's not cool for me. I'm going back to the barn, right? And we'll have some feed out for them, and they sort of do what they want. And we've noticed huge behavioral changes that are safer. The cows aren't as jumpy. They're just so calm. You just fall in love with them.
Oh, that's
really
amazing. You've noticed that much of a
huge,
behavior
huge.
change.
Yeah, they're not tied in a stall and pushed across the pavement in the street with a bunch of cars and people yelling at them, walking uphill with rocks on the road that are hurting them.
Right.
This is a way more natural setting, and they have way more choice. And so it's just a beautiful thing.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And so we got certified by a greener world for animal welfare.
Oh,
That, for me, that's like everything.
right. Yeah, that's enormous. So again, just kind of repeat when the animals are in the barn, they're defecating, they're generating manure. That's mixing with this bed pack, which is largely sawdust. And you turn that over once or twice a day, depending on the time of the year.
Right.
And then after about 12 months, you've been in the barn about a year, you just now for the first time started taking that, now it's compost, it's largely broken down, and you're going to be spreading it on your field,
That's right.
and then starting over.
Starting over, and we rotationally graze. And so that means there's always grass stubble, so you're not going to have this insane erosion like you would in a cornfield, where the water just sweeps away the soil. And we're moving toward, we're not there yet, so let's not go nuts, but I'd love to see the dairy part of this operation. You can't include the dairy store in it, just the dairy part go to carbon neutral. And this is how it happens. So if you're rotationally grazing, and you're not leaving the cows on that grass, so it goes down to the dirt. So you're leaving it at 3-4 inches, and then it experiences dramatic growth. There's the uptake of carbs, right? And so the cycle continues. It becomes more natural. Herd animals, bison. This is how the world works. So we're trying to create a mini world right there.
Now, will you have any like interpretive signage down the road? Because the public comes here for ice
We
cream.
give tours and things, and people love cows, and some people are like, oh, look at the cow, and I have my ice cream. But then some people do want to go deeper into like the engineering or the microbiology of it or the agriculture of it. And so we're thinking more along the lines of making more videos. iPads there at the store where somebody could take one, they have to leave a deposit so they don't steal it, and they walk around, and one of us is on there, and you press the button, and you say, okay, here's where you are, and here's what this is. so we
am
can
so
cover more
old.
people. Well, there's
I
only
think of interpretive
there's only a
science. What
couple of
cool
us
way to do
that know what's going on to this extent,
Right,
and so we
right.
can't like 500 times a year.
No,
No,
you
you can't
can't.
do it. Well, yeah, we
Right.
can with an iPad.
Right.
That's where we're at.
Oh, very good. That's exciting. You know, we're very fortunate. Thank you again
Thank you.
for having us here.
Love having you
This
here.
has just been wonderful and helping accommodate for our COVID situation and been able to
Please
social
God end it.
distance
Yeah.
so we could talk without the masks. So thank you once again.
Thank you too.
All right.
All right.